We're here to say goodbye to our brothers and sisters, to our fathers and mothers, to our friends.
The secret Jon Snow still doesn't know, the truth hidden in ice and fire. Imagine this. The cold wind howling over the wall, snow falling in endless sheets, the shadows of the haunted forest stretching across the frozen land. Jon Snow stands there, brooding, steadfast, a man shaped by duty, honor, and sacrifice.
It is
He
our
has faced
duty.
White Walkers, dragons, and the treachery of his own kin. He has been a Lord Commander, a king in the north, and even a Targaryen heir, though the world
To keep them
hardly knew
alive
it.
in memory.
But here's the twist. There's a secret, a truth buried deeper than the crypts of Winterfell, a secret even Jon Snow himself doesn't fully understand. A secret
Everyone
that could
in
change
this
everything
world
he thought he knew about his
owes
past,
them a debt
his
that can
family,
never-
and the very fate of Westeros. By the end of this video, you're going to discover something about Jon Snow that the show never explicitly revealed, something hidden in the corners of history, whispered in the old texts, and hinted at in the smallest details of A Song of Ice and Fire. And it's a secret that may explain why Jon Snow has always been destined for more than just the wall. To understand the secret Jon Snow still doesn't know, we first have to go back to the beginning, to the night of his birth. Officially, Jon Snow was born the son of Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen. A child born in secret at the Tower of Joy, hidden from Robert Baratheon's fury and from the world that would have destroyed him. For years, Jon was believed to be the bastard son of Eddard Stark, raised at Winterfell as the quiet, brooding illegitimate child. But what if there's more? Rhaegar and Lyanna's story is known in fragments. Rhaegar, the crown prince, abducted Lyanna, or so the realm believed. Yet, as Samwell Tarly discovered in the Citadel's archives, the truth is far more complicated. Lyanna went willingly, and their union was one of love, not abduction. And their child, Jon, was not just a Targaryen heir in secrecy. Here's where the secret begins to twist. Rhaegar Targaryen was obsessed with prophecy. The prophecies of the prince that was promised, of the Song of Ice and Fire. Every move he made, every decision he took, was guided by the belief that a child could be born who would end the long night. A child who could unite ice and fire, the north and the south, humanity and destiny. And Jon Snow may not just be the heir of Lyanna and Rhaegar. He may be the fulfillment of a plan that neither Rhaegar nor Lyanna fully revealed. Think about it. Jon's mother, Lyanna Stark, was not just noble. She was connected to the old magic of the First Men, to the bloodlines intertwined with the North itself. And Rhaegar, as a Targaryen, carried dragon blood, fire, destiny, and prophecy. Combine these, and Jon isn't merely a Targaryen Stark. He is the physical embodiment of ice and fire, a walking, breathing symbol of the balance of Westeros itself. But that's only the beginning. Here's the part that Jon doesn't fully know, the truth of his name. When Sam read the record at the Citadel, he discovered that Jon's real name was Aegon Targaryen, a name heavy with history and meaning. Aegon the Conqueror, the founder of Westeros, 7 kingdoms, the ruler whose legacy still shapes every crown and throne. By naming Jon Aegon, Rhaegar wasn't just continuing a family tradition. He was placing a mantle of expectation upon him. A child born to end darkness, born to unify a broken land, born to wield a power that the world doesn't yet understand. And yet, Jon Snow doesn't carry this name openly. He doesn't embrace it. He lives as Jon Snow, the bastard of Winterfell, the man of the wall. He hides from destiny, not even knowing that his bloodline alone gives him a claim stronger than almost anyone in Westeros. But the secret doesn't stop there. Jon's connection to magic, to ice, and to fire, is deeper than he realizes. The children of the forest, ancient guardians of the north, saw something in Jon when he was brought to Castle Black. They touched him, watched him, and chose him as a conduit, a bridge between humans and magic, between life and death. Think back to the moment the Night King touched him. The magic of the White Walkers, the ancient power of death, did not claim Jon as easily as it would have claimed others. Why? Because Jon is not just a man. He is something more. His blood, his heart, and his soul carry a lineage that balances light and darkness in a way no one else can. Even the dragons recognized this. When Jon approached Drogon in Season 8, the beast did not attack him. Drogon, who sensed his Targaryen blood, responded with curiosity and recognition. The dragons, attuned to prophecy and blood, understand Jon's true nature even when he does not. And here's another layer. Jon Snow's parentage gives him not only a claim to the Iron Throne, but a unique ability, one that the books hint at but the show leaves largely unexplored. Magic in Westeros responds to blood. Fire bends to Targaryens. Ice responds to the old gods and the first men. Jon carries both. Dragonfire in his veins, northern magic in his heart. Which means that when he wields a sword, faces death, or enters the cold lands beyond the wall, he is not merely a fighter. He is a catalyst, a living intersection of ancient power, prophecy, and destiny. But Jon doesn't know this. He believes he is merely a man caught in events larger than himself, a servant of duty and honor. And in a way, that makes him the perfect hero. Heroes, after all, do not seek glory, they are chosen by it. Yet the secret goes even further. The Targaryens have long sought the unification of fire and blood to overcome darkness. Rhaegar's obsession with prophecy, his choice of Lyanna as a partner, was not just love. It was calculated. He knew the child they produced would carry the potential to surpass both dragons and men. And Jon, unknowingly, fulfilled this. He does not yet know that the Night King's defeat, his actions in the Battle of Winterfell, was only possible because of the unique nature of his birth. The ancient magics that flowed through the children of the forest, the dragon's fire, and the old gods of the north all aligned to make him the fulcrum upon which the war turned. This means Jon's very life was orchestrated by forces far beyond what he imagines, by prophecy, magic, and the hidden designs of the Targaryens and the First Men alike. And there's more to this secret, one that fans have speculated about but has never been fully revealed. Jon Snow may also carry the potential to unite Westeros in ways no ruler before him could. His claim to the Iron Throne, as Aegon Targaryen, is legitimate. But more importantly, he embodies a balance of personality that few others do: honor and pragmatism, mercy and strength, humility and command. Think about it. The North respects him as one of their own, despite his Targaryen blood. The South fears and respects his lineage. His allies trust him because he leads not for power, but for principle. Jon is not just a Targaryen heir, he is the perfect Targaryen in ways no other heir could be. But he does not yet embrace this. He still carries the identity of Jon Snow, the bastard. He still hides behind the shield of the wall, still doubts himself, still questions whether he belongs in the Game of Thrones at all. And this is the real secret. Jon Snow does not fully realize the scope of his destiny. He knows his past, or at least the fragments of it. He knows he is the son of Lyanna and Rhaegar. He knows he has Targaryen blood, but he does not know that his life is more than just survival. That every choice he has made, every battle he has fought, every sacrifice he has endured, is part of a greater design, one that the world itself has conspired to write. Even Bran, as the three-eyed raven, sees it. The threads of fate, the past and future intertwined, point to Jon Snow as a pivotal figure, a man whose existence may have been necessary to prevent the Long Night, to defeat the Night King, and to shape the destiny of Westeros. Yet Jon himself remains oblivious. And here's the kicker. The books hint at a power Jon has yet to fully understand, his connection to both life and death. He was resurrected once, killed by his own men, betrayed by his brothers, and brought back by the magic of Melisandre. That resurrection was not mere chance. It was destiny, a sign that Jon Snow is more than mortal. His soul is tethered to forces older than kings, older than kingdoms. Forces that demand balance. Forces that are still waiting for him to awaken fully to his true identity, Aegon Targaryen,